Under a week from Liberty Women's Volleyball open up its season, preseason anyway, in the blue-white scrimmage next Tuesday. Here to tell us more about the season, head coach Shane Pinder. And coach, we were talking off camera about this team, 14 girls, 9 of them either redshirt freshmen or sophomore. So in your words, opportunity to mold them into what kind of program and athletes you want them to be.
Yeah, youth. I mean, it's fun. They bring a new energy. You know, they're excited. They're ready to go, and they bring a new perspective. They're just out of juniors ball, and they're into the big show, if you will. And eyes are a little bit wide, and hearts are beating a little bit. But our upperclassmen have done a great job of integrating this group and getting them feeling comfortable. And really, the first couple of days is just been trying to get them caught up to how we do things, how we play points, and the communication in the gym. But so far, they've responded well as a group, and that's exciting.
When you got them together for preseason practice, what was the message to them?
You know, stay patient in the process. You know, it's easy to get result driven, especially when you're not sure what's coming at you. And so we just want to stay in the process, stay patient in it. It's going to take time. There's no quick fix. And if we're willing to come in each day, work hard, be coachable, and get a little bit better each day, each person, we'll like the product down in November.
When you look at the preseason poll, it doesn't mean a hill of beans right now, and I know the coaches would be the first one to say that. When you look at how the league matches up this year from a competition standpoint, what is the Big South made of this year?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple teams out there with some veteran squads, so that helps them in the voting, and then the rest of us, for the most part, it's really kind of young in some key positions, and so it's going to be really competitive, and obviously each team's starting out with the same desire, and that's playing their best ball when it matters, and so we'll find out in November who handled that process better.
A couple of players. Individual accolades, Anna Willie and Margaret Latchford, 2 preseason members of your team. How will they help the younger players and solidify some of the needs you might need?
Well, hopefully, you know, as a coach, you hope they don't focus in on that because that's just that's kind of guesswork. But there is some data behind it, obviously. But you hope they focus in on coming in and showing these younger players how to get to that point. And then for me as a coach, I hope they do live up to what's put out in front of them. I know they're working hard to be that person that the coaches are viewing them as. And what we have to do as a staff is keep them patient too and just help them develop throughout the year to play to their highest level.
You mentioned your staff, Macy Gardner, is now a member of your coaching staff. And tell us about her. For those of you that don't know her, what does she bring to your team?
Well, always, you know, when you get a new coach, again, even her with the freshmen, figuring out our gym, how our systems work, our communication, and so we spend a lot of time as a staff just being together and getting a good feel for each other, and I like where that's at. We're comfortable with each other, and she has a great IQ of the game. She played at a high level and played in the outside hitting position, which is a key position in our sport. And so I think the kids are relating to her well, but I think the more they get to know her and tap into her thoughts, they're going to find a lot of value there, and our program is going to be better for it in the long run.
Shane, what do you think a strength of this team could be this fall? And conversely, what are some needs that you wanted to add to the complement of players you have coming back?
Yeah, our athleticism. I mean, I think you're going to see right away we're pretty quick. We're athletic. We got kids that can make plays, and so that's going to be exciting to watch. Our passing has gotten better, which in the last couple of years we've been good. We just haven't been great, and so we've added some depth there and some skill there. And you know, I always say as a coach to my assistants, you know, recruit what you don't want to coach. You know, the better you recruit, the less we have to teach. But that's not easier said than done, right? But anyways, I think we're going to play a really good brand of volleyball. I think we're going to be competitive. I like their heartbeat. They compete hard every day, and I think that's going to translate into Friday, Saturday, and the biggest thing we're going to have to do with young players is help them in their decision-making process. You know, making good choices out on the floor, especially from an attacking standpoint. But once we start to figure that out, I think we'll be competitive.
Awesome stuff, Shane. Got us excited for volleyball this fall.
Yeah, thank you.
That's head women's volleyball coach Shane Pinder. Don't forget, the season opens up for the Flames on the 26th of August down at Kennesaw State. But before that, sneak peek of the women's volleyball team coming up next Tuesday on August 23rd, Vine Center at 6 o'clock. For the coach, I'm Alan York for LibertyFlames.com.